What's good, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok? We're live with the stream of OOT Randomizer Triforce Hunt. If you want to see more like this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on notifications. Don't forget to join me on my socials. Those are linked down below. And don't forget, you can also support the channel further by becoming a channel member from as little as 99 pence per month. If you're watching this on Twitch or on TikTok, don't forget to follow. Let's get into this. Right, so I need something chill because I'm really, really tired today. So I've had a busy day at work, not to mention... I didn't sleep very well last night, so I need something really chilled out today. So we're going to play some OOT Randomizer Triforce Hunt. With any luck, get it done this stream so that tomorrow I can just stream something random, and then from Wednesday stream onwards, at least for the whole of October, we can go ahead and crack on with some Halloween/horror-based stuff. I also hope that the microphone sounds pretty good. I've got a new mic, so I've been toying around with the filters a bit, but I haven't had time to do a full in-depth of it yet. So I'll have to listen back to the stream later and just figure out if the mic sounds all right. Hey, Jade, how's it going? You all right? Yeah, not too bad. Not bad at all. You've been up to much. All right, we've got one piece of the Triforce. Let's go. Hey, Jeremy, how's it going? You all right? No, I haven't, Jade. What's going on? Also, how did your organization go? Hopefully it was organized organization. Uh-huh. They're selling? Have they announced to who? I mean, to be fair for EA, I didn't think things were going that bad. Like, my God. Wow, nothing. I mean, I know pot sanity's on, but my God, I half expected at least something. This is not the right house. Ooh, Zora scale, nice. And that's a key for spirit. Right, can I not even buy sticks in here? Because if I can't even buy sticks, that's an issue. Yeah, okay, no sticks. Cool. So I'm going to be able to open like a couple of things inside the deco tree, and that is about it, because I have no way of getting everything. In fact, I'm pretty much only going to be able to go to the thingy room, and then I'll have to go from there. Whole EA company has been bought by a Saudi Arabian company or in their governments. The Sims community is blowing up right now because over there, a lot of what is The Sims is illegal, so God knows what's going to happen to the game. I mean, they can't remove DLC that's already there. They cannot do that because people have already paid for it. So unless they're going to refund everyone who has bought DLC, they can't do anything about that. But the stuff that already exists, they cannot touch it. So at least as it pertains to the stuff that's already there, they can't do anything. I can't go through this room. What am I doing? Because it's digital download state. No, you don't own it technically, but what you do own is a license. They can't just expire that license. Ow. Oh, for God's sake. Turn away. Turn away. It wouldn't matter anyway, because, oh, for God's sake, in order to remove the licenses permanently anyway, the content still exists. That's the problem. Oh my God. So whilst it exists on online spaces... Hey, Barry, how's it going? You okay? Like, people are just going to end up pirating it in the end, because it still exists. Like, the files are online. So they could try and remove it all they want. It's not going to work. Yeah, but they do that. And anyway, if they do that, they're going to ruin the game for everyone. No one's going to want to play it. Now, even if it's a Saudi Arabian company, for a company to spend probably like billions of dollars buying a company to then alienate their player base doesn't sound exactly ideal in any capacity. The moment you start alienating your player base, that's it. You're done. Like, you will find it extremely difficult to gain new players or even get old players to return. Yeah, so they've spent literally well, no, not half a trillion, but like $55 billion to buy EA. Like, there's no way in hell that they're gonna risk alienating their player base because they've spent that much money. Hey, Stacey, how's it going? You alright? There's just no way. I mean, if anything, the only major change to the game that I could see them doing would be to... No, watch. I've already been up and moved today. Won't work. They'd probably add in like a bunch of Saudi Arabian government propaganda, but that's about it. Oh, they came off. Nice. How do you feel about that? Depends if they plan to keep it, though, or sell it for parts and split it off into segments. I wouldn't have thought so. I'm not being funny, but you don't spend that level of money to take the risk of not getting it all back. Because there's no guarantee. So if they sold the rights to The Sims to someone else, there's no guarantee they're going to get their money's worth. Because the issue you run into with The Sims is two things. The first one is it's kind of a no-go area right now for a lot of people, purely because of how broken the game still is in terms of updates. Like, they update the game, that's for sure, and they add new content. But obviously, you know, Sims 5 was cancelled, or at least as far as I'm aware it was, meaning that a lot of people won't even want to touch it with a barge pole because of how annoyed the player base is. Not to mention the fact that on PC, a lot of people pirate the DLCs and packs. So they're going to lose a bunch of money on that alone anyway. Why is I guess it's just telling me what pots have and haven't been searched. No, I bet. It's definitely going to feel weird for a couple of days until your mouth adjusts to it again. Because, I mean, you had them on for a few years, so it definitely does take a bit of time. I know that feeling. Am I going to get anything from in this room? Not as bad as it normally is. Another key. Triforce piece. Another one. Okay, good. If it was just rumored recently they were stopping making the expansion packs for a while, then this comes out, makes sense. Oh, 100%. Like, so the reason they're probably stopping expansion packs, at least for the time being, is one, because of the sale, but two, because the company that's bought them now has to think about their marketing strategy for the game. Because they've now got to think, like, how can they turn that sort of dumpster fire into, you know, a profit? Because if they spent that much money on the company, because being realistic right now, like there aren't many things owned by EA that make a ton of money at the moment, other than like Battlefield and The Sims. They're like the only two things. Hopefully I'm not going to be in pain. No, that's good. The last thing people need is to be in pain. Pain sucks. But no, I'm glad you've had them out. It's definitely nice to get them out. I mean, yeah, they make FIFA, but FIFA's lost a lot of popularity in the last few years. It's definitely not as popular as it used to be. Hey, Joe, how's it going? I'm alright. How are you doing? Wow, really? My first proper item is iron boots. I can't even do anything with those yet. Well, rip. Okay. I mean, I'm getting pieces of the Triforce. I'm already a quarter of the way there. For whatever that's worth. Again, like the thought of it, the feel of it, and the sense of it is definitely going to be skewed for a while. Purely just because you've had them in for so long. You know, when you're used to something for that sort of... You know what I mean? Like, when you've got something for so long, you sort of just get used to its presence. In essence, for a while, you're probably going to feel like a bit absent, which wouldn't shock me. Nice. How are the kiddos doing? How was work if you went today? Don't know if you're at work. I don't have a weapon, meaning I've got to do it this way. Let's go. The issue is, so like Saudi Arabia as a country gets a lot of hate. I mean, I understand why. Like, to a lot of people, a lot of their views are very backwards. The problem you've then got is a lot more United States companies are selling out shares or selling out their companies to Saudi Arabia. I mean, look at WWE. They've done, like, deals with Saudi Arabia for years to take wrestling over there. I've been for 3 years and 2 months, so it's definitely strange not seeing them. I bet, like... I remember, because I had mine in for about 2.5, 3 years myself, when I had mine as a teen. And definitely when I got rid of them, it was a bit of a weird sensation for a while. You'll notice it mainly when you're eating. Like, when you're eating stuff, you'll notice it more. Crack in. It's always good to have no complaints. How is Lizzie doing? All right, let's go. Because so far, Shop Brando in the seed has been an absolute bust. Nothing. Or more specifically, nothing I need. Do you ever just run your tongue across your teeth? Because that's all I keep doing. Yes. Do you know what the worst part is? I still do it. I still do it. Like, do you know how, like, like when someone has, like, an amputation, right? Like, say they have to have their foot amputated or something, right? It's like having a phantom limb. You get an itch where you don't have a body part anymore. It's kind of like that, where, you know, on rare occasion, I still have the sense of the braces being there, so I still run my tongue across my teeth. Use it backwards over there. I couldn't even express this view because I'd be given a slap by him. I mean, fair, yeah. Nah, lame. Thanks for the heart, Aaron. How's it going? You alright? Yeah, stream's not too bad, to be fair. Not long started. I started streaming 16 minutes ago, but so far it's pretty chill. I mean, come back at me in about an hour, and I'll probably be able to give you more of an example of how this is going, which is either going to go one of two ways. This is either going to be the ultimate baby seed, or it's going to be extremely crap and take forever to finish. So it's going to go one of two ways. It usually does for me. Yeah, not too bad, Aaron, to be fair. I'm tired. Went work today. Had a bit of a busy day there. So I'm a little bit sleepy, but other than that, I'm pretty good. Heard about it for other people, I don't think Like I said, it's kind of like the whole phantom limb thing. Like when someone has like a limb removed, they sometimes on rare occasion get pain or a sensation to itch where their limb used to be. It's kind of like that. Because obviously when you have something for so long, your body sort of then acclimatizes to it. And on rare occasion, it still feels like you've got it. Like you will probably do it for years to come. Because I mean, I had my braces removed when I was 16 and I'm 30 now. So that was 14 years ago. And on rare occasion, I still do it. Were you given a retainer for afterwards to keep your teeth in the same position for the next, like, couple years? Because I was. I was given a set of clear retainers to make sure my teeth stay balanced. Remember what I'm doing, I'm not just messing around, I've got to wait. I've got to wait for daytime. Bye, old Mario. Yeah, I figured you'd be getting some. Have you got both sets, like top and bottom, or just one or the other? I assume both, because you probably had braces on both sets of teeth. I would assume so, at least. As I had braces on both of them. Yeah. So you've got both. I will warn you of this much. They feel awful for the first few like weeks of wearing them, because I'm assuming you've got to wear them primarily when you go to bed, right? I will say for the first few weeks, they feel awful. Like they're not the funnest things. Right, throw it, throw it, throw it. Thought that I might get a lisp, which is going to be fun as I already have a speech problem. You do get a lisp. Again, something on rare occasion I still get is a lisp. Like, at some point, I should probably get more effort to try and sort of retrain my mind to be like, I don't have them anymore. Stop, you know, acting like that. But to be fair, it's probably not going to happen. I'm going to fail this because I can't seem to find the second chicken. There's the third one. Where's the second one? I got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, my day's been pretty good. Got some decent sales at work. Can't complain. Travel to and from work was uneventful, same as always. I was sat on the bus, headphones on full whack, so people give me looks because of the music I listen to, which is exactly what I like. Brings me some sick joy, sort of disrupting people's day, I'm not gonna lie. Like some old dude literally looked at me as if I was like the spawn of Satan himself. It was hilarious. Yeah, like chilling. Can't complain. It's the start of the next quarter today, because we obviously do 4 quarters for the year for sales and targets and stuff. So I've now got to sort of work my butt off to get ahead, so that for the majority of the rest of the quarter, I can basically relax. Well, not relax, but like take things a little bit more lighthearted than I would do at the start. Which, to be fair, so far, not too bad. Took them 2 attempts on both the top and the bottom for each of the teeth molds, so a total of 4 attempts. I mean, I know it can sometimes. It didn't take that for me. I only took 1 set on both, but it depends really on the shape and the width of your teeth. Are we kidding? That ended up at the top. Okay, well, I guess don't do that again. I don't even know what that was. Lame. And I've got no way of finding out. I'm gonna have to come all the way back around. Ugh. Stupid. Well, not you standing there full screaming. I could do. I won't disrupt their day that much, but I could do. Cheers, bro. I appreciate it. By the way, how does my voice sound? Because I've got a new mic, and I was testing it a little bit to try and get some filters set up so that it didn't sound... So you don't pick up too much background, but obviously I can't do a full test. I've not had time to do a full test. Oh, that's Bo! Are we kidding? Dude. Fine. Gotta go back and get that. Lame. Alright. Ow. Sweet, thank you guys. I'm gonna take a listen myself once I've finished streaming, so I can sort of toy with the filters over the next day or two. Well, there's Zora Sapphire. Only took them one attempt when I got the braces. I guess unless they just wanted a more exact mold of your teeth, because obviously with retainers, they do have to be like airtight essentially to make sure that your teeth don't move. So at least there's that. It's good that there's no background description. I mean, I won't know until some clown on the motorway near my house ends up going like up and down and then, you know, at stupid rapid pace. I'm trying to get all that sort of stuff cut out of the background because it's just stupid. Which also always makes no sense to me because there's a roundabout on that end and there's a roundabout on that end. You're going to speed up for all of about 3 seconds before you have to slow down again. I don't get the point. No, I get that. That's the thing with stuff feeling just weird like that. It's just kind of like, you know, once you adjust more to it, it'll take a few weeks. Once you adjust a bit more to it, you'll be fine. It's just that first little bit of adjustment, I think, when it comes to... Because, again, it depends on the person, too, though. Like, some people can adjust really quickly. Like, how often... Like, okay, normally, if you have to adjust to something, how long does it take you to adjust? Is, I guess, a more fair question. Dude, my dude, get in the hole. Thank you. Okie dokie. Right, Twitch and TikTok camera is going to go off for a minute. Don't forget, if you're watching the stream on YouTube, to like the stream by double tapping that screen. It really helps that YouTube algorithm. If you're watching on TikTok, don't forget to smash that like button. I do greatly appreciate it if you do. Took me a few weeks to adjust when I got the braces first put on. To be fair, though, like, a few weeks is a standard amount of time for that kind of thing. That is a pretty standard amount of time. Personally, had you said a few days, I'd have been surprised, because that sort of thing really does take quite a bit of time to get adjusted to. I will say this much as well, so like, the new mic I've got is an Elgato mic, and my previous mic was a Logitech one, and they both have their own software suites for adjusting stuff. Like, I'll say this much, Elgato's one is a lot better than the Logitech one. The Logitech one just feels like it does nothing. This one actually feels like it's doing something, because from the testing I did beforehand, it sounds alright. But I have to make sure that it can maintain the level of quality through the entire stream, and not just, you know, for the first, like, half an hour. It feels bigger, but it's the same as it's always been. You gotta remember, though, you've had, like, braces removed, so it's gonna feel a bit different now because of the, because you gotta remember that braces are about, like, that thick. Like, it's definitely gonna feel like there was always something more in your mouth to sort of shrink it a bit. Because braces actually are a lot bigger than people think. Like, in terms of the density of them. Wow. And then, because I don't have sticks, I'm going to have to go all the way back up to jump off to get to the bottom. Lame. Very, very, very lame. So I actually remember doing something similar. So when I had mine fitted, because of the way my teeth were at the time, like, it was very difficult to keep my lips over the ends of the braces on my front teeth. So, like, the first week, it was a constant battle to not have my teeth on exposure all the time. I know that feeling. So, like, when the reason I needed braces was because, so my two front teeth, top and bottom set, are all baby teeth. They never fell out. So because of that, when my adult teeth grew in, they went really crooked because of those teeth never coming out. But then before I had the braces fitted, my dentist tried to remove those teeth and couldn't because the roots are just too deep. Which, as you can probably tell, is pretty freaking annoying. I overbite as well. I'll say that's fine. To be fair, like 5 centimeters of overbite is not that bad. Like, compared to the way it was, 8 centimeters is definitely a lot worse than that. The thing with having braces done, like, your teeth are never going to be perfect. Not unless you already had decently straight teeth and just needed minor adjustment. Like, my teeth are nowhere near perfect, but they're a lot less crooked than they were when I was a teen. Like, I had teeth going all the way weird and wonky and stupid ways. Like, it was dumb. Bum, ba, bum, ba, la, ba, la, ba, la. Also, for those who've never had it, the Lucozade Alert energy drink is fantastic. I'd recommend picking some up. They're good. And don't contain taurine, so I can have them, which is very nice. Muffle kept on, and I said defo off. I definitely... I mean, with something like that, it's like anything that's not supposed to be there, though. It's almost as if, like, your body's rejecting it in a sense, but not like the body itself, but your mind. So, like, you know how sometimes you have, like, food, and it upsets your stomach because your body just rejects it? Like, there are certain foods that I can't have for that reason. Like, normal mashed potatoes, I struggle to eat because the consistency of it, for me, my body rejects it. I just want to throw up every single time I have, well, not every time, but most times I have mashed potato. Just because of the texture of it. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's almost like that, where your mind is like, nah, 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 get this out now. Done this randomizer before you place it naturally. Oh, I've done so many of these OOT randomizers. It's one of my favorite things to do when I just want to chill. Because for me, it's something that I can just literally talk to people and play at the same time without needing to worry too heavily. I've got to go back Deku Tree now because I've got shield. Ugh. Grim. It's one of those things that I can just play and chill on. That I don't have to... I still need to focus, but I don't need to focus as much as I would with something else. Like, so tomorrow I'm going to be playing, like, I think I'm going to stream, like, Black Ops 2 for a bit. Because the last time I tried to stream, that didn't go so well. But that was mainly because, hooks are nice. That was mainly because I was playing on the 360, and the 360 version is apparently extremely stupidly broken, which is dumb, but I can use the PS3 version, because I've got my PS3 thing now, which I used to stream PS3, which is very nice. So because of that, I'm probably going to be playing some of that tomorrow, so that's something I will suck on, because I've barely played it in years. That's cool, Jade. Everyone's going to get cleaning done. I'm going to run out of seeds, but I should be able to do this. Come on, Wolfers. But that's what I mean, Stacy. Like, it's, you know, your body's way of just being like, no, I'm done with this crap. Nice. I was hoping to bypass that, but it is what it is. We get the jump. Yeah, let's go. I love getting that jump. That jump is incredibly precise. Normally, you just have to jump into the water and then get up manually, but if you can nail the jump, it's pretty good, actually. Ganon's castle key. All right. All right. Save warp back to Kokiri Forest so I can go back into Deku Tree and get the final couple of checks that I can do in there now. Those who don't know what I'm talking about, so a check is a potential item. So there are hundreds upon hundreds of checks in this game that I need to check to get the items I need. Fortunately, this is not going to be a full randomizer. It's just Triforce Hunt, so I'm just looking for pieces of the Triforce. As soon as I get those, the game ends. I was going to be getting them tightened and then got the option to take them off. I'm going to say yeah. No, 100%. Like, I'm not being funny, but if you don't need them anymore, then why keep them on? There's no reason to. Because I assume that when you, ID 20, Jade. I assume that when you went in, they told you that they could keep them on, but probably they wouldn't get too much more straighter than they are now, right? That's probably why they gave you the option to take them off. That's what I'm going to assume, because that's what they did with me years ago. My dentist basically told me that they're not going to get much more straighter than they are now, so they're just going to take them off. Or rather, they're going to give me the option so I can have them taken out. Yeah, I wanted a good amount, but not too many that I have to spend the next 20 hours trying to grind out. It's why I've put pot sanity on, but not grass sanity, because I can't be arsed with that. Like, grass sanity is already a pain in the arse as it is. Give me the option as to keep them on. Oh, interesting. Like I said, when I got that option from my dentist many years ago, it was literally because they were just like, well, your teeth are only going to get like 5% more straight, and it's going to take another year, so you can either just keep them on or take them off. And I'm just like, just take them out then. There's no reason for me to keep them on. I'll say this much, I remember my first day getting braces on. That sucked. That was not a lot of fun. I can think of a few words that definitely describe that experience, and good is not one of them. See, it's funny that you say that, Stacey. So everyone has like different pain tolerances, different things that they consider painful. I'm going to ask this question in chat. Thanks. My controller disconnected and reconnected. Weird, but all right. What is the most painful thing you've experienced? Whether it's a broken bone, a surgery, like any kind of procedure, like anything like that. What's the most painful thing you've experienced in that sense? I don't know why I'm going that way. I want to go to Kakariko. So I'm going to wait for some people's answers and then I'm going to say mine. Yours is a confusing one. Okay. Tightening of braces ice cream becomes my bestie at that point. Fair. I know that pain all too well. Oh, let's go. I can get bomb shoes. Woo! That's a solid thing to be able to get at the start. Oh my god. All right, let's check 10 skull reward. Probably nothing because of the settings I've got on, but it might be something. Yeah, nothing. I didn't think so. Kind of interested to hear Jade's very confusing, like, most painful experience. Triforce piece, nice. Boomerang, nice. Let's freaking go. Boomerang is absolutely cracking to get this early. 5 days straight of just eating ice cream or just eating ice. Like I said, definitely know that pain. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh, well. Hey, more bomb shoes, though. Din's nice. Good item to find. I mean, I can't use it yet because I don't have magic, but good item to find. Serenade, don't need it. A few years ago, I spent the night in excruciating pain awake the whole night, couldn't sleep. Stand, sit, also. Pain subsided, so I put down a bad wind or something. Your label was diagnosed PCOS, so I'm sure now it's just... Damn. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds awful. My gosh. I mean, Emily would know exactly how that feels because Emily suffers with that, so... She could definitely sympathize with that. I can't sympathize. I only have a little bit of knowledge of that sort of thing. So, like, my knowledge is nowhere near as expansive as Emily's would be in that sense. So, my most painful experience. So 2017, I had chemotherapy because I had cancer. And one of the early procedures they did for me was called a lumbar puncture. For those who don't know what that is, so if you're a kid and they do this to put you to sleep, as an adult, they don't. They give you gas and air, which does nothing, by the way. So they lay you on a bed, get a drill that's about yay long. It's quite long. Very, very, very long. And they start drilling holes into your spine, into your hips to get bone and bone marrow extracts to test it, to see if it's been affected by the cancerous cells. And when I tell you this is probably the most painful thing ever, oh my god. I literally couldn't walk for 2 weeks afterwards properly. I literally ended up walking with a limp because it was that bad. Like... Honestly, probably the most painful thing I've ever experienced. It sucked. Like, you ever want to hear me scream like a pig? Do that. I squealed like a pig when they did that. It was awful. Hell, I don't want to wake anyone. So I thought, wait till morning and go to hospital, but then I can't do it. So I just left it. It makes so much sense to me. That was honestly the most painful thing. Damn, that honestly just sounds awful. It just sounds terrible. Like, it's kind of like when it comes to, like, you know, like sickness bugs or whatever. I will say the worst one I've ever had was norovirus. That was, oh, that was so bad. Oh my god. Like, norovirus sucked. That was horrific. I spent literally a full week barely not eating anything because I couldn't keep anything down. And it was just coming out both ends. It was, oh, it was horrible. But it's interesting to hear people's experiences because, like, obviously, you know, so that kind of pain, Jade, is something I'm never going to experience because, I mean, you only get that with PCOS and I can't get that. So, you know, I have no sort of way of being like, oh, by the way, I kind of know how that feels. I have no idea how that feels. But it is interesting to hear people's different perspectives on what experiences they've had. I mean, yeah, but isn't everything better with the benefit of hindsight? That's the thing. Like, hindsight sucks because you're constantly fighting with it, being like, oh, by the way, life could have been a bit different if I'd done this differently. Like, there's no way to know, like, until after the fact what you should or shouldn't have done. There's just no way of knowing. So, I mean, hindsight's great, but like, you know, the old expression, with the benefit of hindsight, like, it's kind of like, let me just go and grab my crystal ball. Slingshot seeds! Let's go! The thing is, right, there are a number of things in my life that I definitely feel I could have handled differently had I done so. But the question is, had I changed those events to what I would want the outcome to be, would I be the same person now? That's the question. And I gotta admit, I like who I am now, so to be honest, I wouldn't change any of that stuff, because it all ended up the way it should have been. Yeah, that could have gone extremely bad. So for years, I suffered with a grumbling appendix myself, ended up in hospital a couple of times because of it. Like, it was awful. It was horrible. So definitely you're lucky that it was not anything to do with that, because that sort of stuff sucks. It's no fun, and you just end up in a lot of pain. The thing is, though, obviously, you had no way of knowing, because those kinds of symptoms are one and the same. Like, they're very similar symptoms. I guess the only difference would be placement, but the issue is when you've got, like, a problem with your appendix, it radiates across your entire stomach, so I guess that doesn't make much of a difference. So, I mean, with the, you know, with the added knowledge of, I mean, that sort of thing's a different set of circumstance, though, because, like, obviously that sort of thing doesn't shape you as a person. It just gives you more of an example of, you know, what to look out for when there are definite signs. So, obviously, if you start to experience that again, you have more of an understanding of what it is, so you can get the appropriate help, which is good. Nice, a bottle would take it. Hey, Shark, how's it going? You alright? Seriously? My God. All right. Where is he? He's coming around. All right, that's cool. I'm not gonna lie though, I am that person that kind of believes in destiny. Because I am of that opinion that, you know, your past actions shape who you are. But not just your past actions, your past experiences. Seriously? Dude, I got nothing. That was well bad. All right. I genuinely might have to go adult soon. I don't have much left to do as child now. Scratch that. I'm going to have to go adult a lot earlier than I thought because I don't have much left to do. Not that's child exclusive. The rest of it I could do as adult. But another issue I'm running into is I need access to bombs because currently I have bomb chews, which are fine, but you get a limited supply. I can farm more, but it's a bit of a pain to farm bomb chews. Okay, someone just joined into my stream on TikTok called I Identify as a Toaster. That's amazing. Over that one. As much as I believe the choices you made affect your future, I don't believe in destiny as such, because I believe you're in control of what happens. You just have to choose what path you take. That's true, but that kind of also links to the whole benefit of hindsight thing, right? Because obviously, if you want certain events to happen, you do a choice, and then those events don't take place, even if you tried your hardest to make them happen. I still feel like, obviously, that's no longer in your control. So I agree with that statement to a point, but only to a point, because there's only so many events that you can control. The thing is, Jade, like, when it comes to, like, certain events in your life, right, can you honestly say to me that two things? One, that you made the best potential choice, or two, that you were in control the entire time? The problem is, so, like, that sort of thing is very hard to explain in the sense of, you know, because no one's in full control. Exactly. And that's the thing. A lot of the time, those sorts of any events are out of your control. Like, I could go down the street tomorrow and get hit by a bus. I'm not trying to, but that could happen. Or let's say at work on Wednesday, I could easily make a decision or a choice to do something that's going to get me in a lot of crap. I could make that choice and that could happen. But then again, I could also not make that choice, but still do something that's going to get me in trouble. That's out of my control because I'm doing what I feel is right in the terms of the way I'm handling it. The problem is, like, when you eliminate choice, or you try to say that everything is controlled by choice to a degree, it doesn't make sense because both are true. This is the thing. Like, you always have a choice, but you never have a choice at the same time. Because you're dealing with both instances at the same time. And that's the suckiest thing, when you've got a situation where, like, two different statements are true, and they both go against each other. Morning, Bab, you alright? It's not a big idea of fate, etc. The thought that my life is already planned out for me makes me feel ill. I don't mean destined in that sense. So, like, I don't think that everything in life is predetermined. What I feel is what happens to you determines the future. Like, so in the sense of, so I could go back, let's say a year ago, I had a mental breakdown. I could go back to a year ago and change those events. But I feel like right now, I'm the person I was destined to be. Had I changed those events, I don't think I would be. Like, change the events leading up to it. If I changed those events, I don't think I'd be the person I am now. Because there's every chance I wouldn't have sought the help I needed. Do you get what I mean? That's good at least, Bab. I'm glad you're a little bit more awake. It's definitely always nice to be awake. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie, like, I've had a hard time staying awake all day. Not because of, like, work's been boring. Work wasn't actually boring. Just because I'm tired. I barely slept properly. And when you get a restless night's sleep, it's just horrible. Say, although life's been hard, I wouldn't change anything because it's made me me. Wouldn't be now. No, exactly. That's what I kind of mean when I say, like, destiny. Like, I'm the person I was destined to be now. Because of those events. And I just feel like, as it pertains to, like, the person I've become, I just like who I am. That's what I was getting at. I wasn't getting at, you know, everything in life is predetermined. I don't think that everything in life is predetermined. But I do feel that the form of destiny I was talking about is that you become the person you are destined to be. Not so much that everything is predetermined, but the choices and the realizations of what happened to your life, that's the destiny that I believe in. It's who you become based upon the events. To be fair, I wouldn't want my life to be predetermined ahead of time. I like the random experience. Don't get me wrong, it screws you over on loads of occasions, but I enjoy the random experience nonetheless. Exactly. Like, put it like this. So being able to change certain things that don't affect the overall arc, fine. But even so, I wouldn't want to mess with anything, to be truthful. Boom. Spirit medallion. All right. What a weird place to get that, but all right. Nice. We just joined in on TikTok called Official Welsh Legend. That's an amazing name. You know, being half Welsh myself. Watch enough time-bending shows to know you don't mess with anything at all. One wrong look and your existence could be in question. I mean, yeah, that too. I just don't think I'd want to change anything. Like I said, I like the person I am now. Like, I would run the risk of just ruining that, and I wouldn't want to. Don't get me wrong, there are certain things about my life that I wish I could avoid, but at the same time, they sort of mold you into who you are. I'm not gonna lie. Like, before I had cancer in 2017, I was probably the biggest douchebag you'll ever meet. I was such an angry person. Like, I was really, really self-centered. I didn't really care about anyone other than myself. Basically, I lived for money, essentially. Like, you know, I worked all the hours God sent, never gave any time to myself because I just cared about earning more and more money, which back then I was working at Tesco, and back then I was on about £7.80 an hour. It was nothing. Like, in terms of, you know, minimum wage, that's what it was at the time, and it was awful. But at the same time, I don't believe that. What does that mean? Trust me, had you met me, you know, like pre-2017, I guarantee none of you'd like me. I guarantee it. Like, I definitely wasn't as likable back then as I am now. You also wouldn't get much of a conversation either. Like, back then, I hated talking with people. Like, unless you were a close friend. Exactly, right? But this is precisely the reason why I wouldn't change anything, because... I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I could do without the health conditions, the medication I have to take daily. I could do without all of that. You know, the daily pain from my back getting worse over time because of decisions I made prior, especially when I was working at Tesco. But I wouldn't change anything. Like, all of those events sort of made me who I am. Same for a lot of people. Like, a lot of the events that people experience turn them into the person they are. I mean, as it pertains to, like, it's like, so, on, like, a less serious note, it's kind of like my content, right? Like, so, I could go back and, like, start doing the content earlier that gained me, you know, a bunch of subscribers and stuff on YouTube or whatever. I could go back and do that, but then I'd run the risk of not meeting some of you guys. I wouldn't want to change that. I like all of you. Like, I'd run the risk of just not meeting any of you. Thank you. That's the thing. Like, I could be like, oh, with the benefit of hindsight, had I done the Warframe content I do a lot earlier, that'd have generated a lot more buzz. But, like, it's true, it probably would have done. But at the same time, you know, For me, it's like, I do it now. Like, I don't think changing any of that now would be worth it, personally. Did I actually get the stun off that? Mad. So in order to get that stun on those enemies, you've got to basically hit the 0 coordinate on the map you're in to stun everything on that coordinate. But with bomb shoots, it's extremely difficult. You have to really time it. I mean, Jade, I'm not going to lie. I would be foolish, not to mention a liar, if I didn't say that I obviously want more people in my stream, because I do. Like, I'm not being funny, but if you're a content creator and don't want to grow, what's the point of you doing it, right? It kind of defeats the purpose. But in the same sense, I do to a degree agree with you. Like, I like having a chat where I can... I don't know why I'm going this way, because I've got to go through naturally anyway. I guess I've got to press the switch because I'm not going to press it from the other side, so... I'm going to have to go through there, so... Anyway. I like having a chat where I can read every message, or at least attempt to, depending on what I'm playing, because sometimes I do miss a message or two. Router's letter, fair. Well, I have everything I need to do everything inside of Jabu, which I'd rather not do if I can help it. I'm not gonna lie, I friggin' hate Jabu so much. So we probably wouldn't be sitting here talking now if that was the case. No, fair enough. I get that. Like, a lot of people do prefer smaller streamers, but at the same time, a lot of people also prefer big streamers because obviously they can just sit in the stream. And it's like with a lot of the speedrunners I watch, they have quite a few viewers at any given time, like anywhere from like 100 up to like 3,000. Like, in those sorts of streams, I just sit there and watch. Like, I'm probably playing something or doing something in the background that's just... Essentially, the stream for me is just background noise. Ow. See, that I get. Like I said, a lot of people prefer streams where there's not too many people talking because you're obviously able to... Oh, crap my back. Like, you're obviously able to, one, get to know the streamer better. And then... But not only that, you're able to obviously enjoy the game, the whole experience a lot more personally. Because you're able to interact with not only the streamer, but the game. I'm doing good, Bab. How are you? I'm chilling. Have I gone in? Yep. I knew that was going to happen. I mistimed it. So when you get to that point, I'm not going to peace out and run, but I means I'm already comfortable being here when you get that far. No, to be fair, I get that. Like, I mean, odds are it's never going to happen. That's not me being negative. That's just me being realistic. Like, unless I play something that gets a lot of people's attention, which is unlikely. The thing is, I've been told many times by other content creators that are bigger than me that I don't do the best thing to draw people in. But I'd rather do the content that makes me happy and that you guys like, or at least for the most part you guys like, than me just play stuff for the views. Because I'm not going to do that. Like, I'd rather just play content that I enjoy, and I know you guys somewhat enjoy. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there's the odd occasion where I play something that some of you don't watch, like Call of Duty or whatever. But for me, it's something I still enjoy doing. So I'm gonna do it. Thank you, Jade. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'd love to get to the point where, obviously, like, my content would be self-sufficient in the sense of I'd earn enough from it so that I could keep doing upgrades, but also buy new games, you know, for the sake of just the content itself. And eventually it might get to that point. It might not. I don't know. But what I do know is, as it stands right now, I have a hell of a lot of fun doing it. And that's exactly where I need it to be. Because this isn't a job. This is a hobby and I enjoy it. Put it like this, if I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't be doing it. It's like with my job, like my actual real-time, like full-time job. Like, I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't enjoy it. I learned working at Tesco that if I'm going to work somewhere, I'm going to want to enjoy it. Because if I don't enjoy it, I'm not doing it. Hell no. Exactly. It's like, I don't just have my job because it's a job. Like, I have my job and I enjoy my job. Like, I really love doing what I do. It's not only that, though. Like, the people there are great. It's the same sort of thing. Like, my full-time job and my content are kind of one and the same in the sense of there's a lot of similarities between them. So, like, obviously, I like the job I do for, you know, my real-life job. But technically, as my content job, I enjoy this. The people in my stream are all fantastic. I love all of you. The people where I work are fantastic. I don't have an issue with any of them. Like, you know, I earn money from both. I mean, I do earn more money from my real life job, but obviously, you know, it's a full-time job, so I'm going to, but like I said, if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it. The thing with me in content creation is you can always tell when someone doesn't enjoy doing it. No, exactly. Blue fire arrows. Present turned up, a couple of items we had ordered, and then I napped. Sounds like a productive day. My day was extremely productive, I'm not gonna lie. Although I am kind of excited because I've got tomorrow off, which is really nice because I've worked 6 days back to back. I really need a day off. And then I'm working Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday, which is quite nice. But then my rota goes a bit weird because I'm working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I'm off for a week. So from like Thursday, my rota goes very strange. Ah, oh, come on, I hit the wrong spot. Damn. Boss key for fire, fair enough. Dude, seriously. Hey, we have a shield finally. I'm on 11 pieces. I need 9 more. But once I'm done here, I'm going to go to Gerudo's Fortress because there's a bunch of stuff there that I can pick up. Why am I going around? Oh, wait, no. Are there any pots that side? Yeah, there is. Damn it. I hate timing bomb flowers. Yeah, I am, so that tomorrow I can just chill on something else for a day. And then I could start on my Halloween horror-based stuff. Not tomorrow. No, tomorrow, yeah, because then I'm not streaming Wednesday and then I'm streaming Thursday. That's okay, Ninja. You doing alright, mate? Wow. Talk about intense battle music, jeez. To be fair, I do know that feeling. Mondays are quite crazy. Oh, did I end up in there again? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. That's fine. Oh, I've got magic. Nice. Double defense. Mad. All right. And I'm almost at a bomb choose. That's not good. I'm probably going to have to come back to do the Dodongo's head because there's not enough bomb choose. Not to do everything. I've got 11. I need 20. So... Actually, there's no point in save warping. I might as well just go out normally. And then I'll go to Gerudo's training grounds from there. Or rather, I can go GTG, but I'm also going to go through Gerudo's Fortress because there's a bunch of stuff there in a minute. I just need to go up Death Mountain first to do a few bits there. So I just need 9 more pieces. There are 40 in the pool, but I'm hoping to get it all done today so that I can chill on something tomorrow. Like, it'd be nice to get all this done today. To be fair, as general items go, I'm not looking that bad. Where is he? There he is. Woohoo! I'm also not holding out any hope that there's anything in the shop, because there's been nothing so far. Like, big pile of nothing does not sum up how bad the shops have been. They've been awful. That's a nut upgrade. I might as well go get it. Damn it. There we go. I didn't want to roll all the way across, but okay. Oh, come on! Lame. Whatever, I'll just get high and hook shot. It's a shame, because hook shot in this game is, like, stupid tiny. It literally doesn't get you anywhere, almost. All right, let's have a look. Nothing. Sweet. We're already up to 26 tokens, man. That's a lot of tokens. Correction, 27. All right. Careful, guys. X-rated statue. Gotta get those Goron nips. There we go. Oh, my back. Oh, there we go. Another bottle. That's 3 bottles. How on earth do I already have 3 bottles? Yeah. 8 to go. So what are you guys in the stream up to? Anything interesting? I'm not going to bother. It's nothing. There's no point. If it's nothing like that, I'm just not going to bother. I can't believe we're just over an hour in, and I've already got 3 of the 4 bottles. That's insane. Like, how do I already have that many bottles? So come on, guys. How many good items do you think I'm going to find in the Gerudo's Fortress? Not the GTG, just the Fortress. That include, like, normal items, Triforce pieces. Lord Ben OOT randomizer. What, me getting screwed over by the game pretty much sums up my randomizer experience. Oh, come on! Game, you've got to give me more bomb chews than that. There was none. Lame. It's just the Fortress. They've had too much good luck there. Okay. Oh, yeah, if it had been Twilight Princess, there'd have been a lot more needed. That's for damn sure. I'm gonna need more bomb juice than this. Like, game, what you doing? Seriously? Game, what you doing? I need bomb juice. Stupid douchey game. All right, well, this is definitely already interesting. Thank you. There we go. That's a little better. Jesus, man. Grass is like, best I can do is a magic charge for your already full meter. Yes. It's a shame I don't have bombs, because I could just, like... Skull, I might as well pick it, but... Dude, no. But dun 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 dun! Obi donkey donkey donk. Let's go. I just need Triforce pieces, man. I'll get a heart container. It's worth it. Heart container's kind of worth it. I'll take that. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world. I've had worse checks. It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. I do think it's kind of funny. I've gone from finding the loads of them to none of them. I found like one in the past 30 minutes. Mad. Like, I genuinely thought by turning off grass sanity that it'd make Triforce Hunt a bit easier, well, a bit more chill. I was wrong. So that is on me. My bad. Exactly. They are chilling. Where, I've got no clue, but they're chilling, so... guess that accounts for something, right? There's another one. Dun 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 dun. Another one. Dude, it's gonna be hilarious if I get the rest of them in here. I'm not gonna lie. for God's sake. Dude, no. Are we serious? Thank you. I mean, also very true. I mean, like, if the game's finally actually going to give me a few pieces, I'm not going to say no. Key, heart piece. Key. Fairy. I don't know why fairies are checked like that. They shouldn't be. Wait, have I randomized fairy fountains? Because there's not normally this many fairies in the pool, I don't think. Might need to check my settings. I may need to do that because I think I may have turned on fairy rando. I mean, it's an interesting beat switch, I'll say that. Is this random? I don't remember. Well, that doesn't look like a big chest. I don't have to worry about that, at least. Right, we're just gonna go this way. Oh, no, I've already been this way. Okay, fair. Fine. Right, down into the GTG we go. Oh, wait, I don't know if the pots up here get randomized, actually. I might as well check. But the cool thing is I have a lot of what I need to be able to get a lot of the stuff within the GTG, so at least there's that. Oh, they're not pots here, they're just crates. Okay, that's fine. Every single time, just skim the settings and say, yeah, it looks good. It's not that. So it's been a while since I've done regular OOT rando. That's the problem. So because it's been a while, it's one of those scenarios where I'm not fully remembrant on what settings are there, because I do skim them to see what's on, just to make sure that the original settings I last used are there. But then sometimes I forget what those settings are. So I should probably double check that, because I don't remember there being this many fairies in the pool. But I genuinely don't remember there being this many in the pool. Main rules. Spawns, Triforce Hunt, Spongy Bag. I'm not seeing anything that says they are. I guess the only way to check is to go and check. Come on. Dude, break the lock! I can't see. my god. Bye. Jeez, man. Yeah, I can't see anything that's specifically saying that there is. But there does seem to be a lot of fairies. I'll go check once I've done in the GTG. Because there definitely seems to be a lot more than usual. Unless my quote-unquote luck right now is bad to the point where I'm just finding all of the ones that are in the pool. But... Alright then. Come on. I was hoping for good RNG in all of them, I'm not gonna lie, but... I'll take it. Damn it, jump attack too early. There we go. Also, so far, GTG empty, which is not great. Like, it's not ideal when I'm getting naffle from GTG. Also, the satisfying little pop when I shoot the bow. Take a listen. Hey, Ninja, thank you for resubbing for 68 months. It's been 68 months. Oh, my God. Mate, you sure know how to make a guy feel old. Thank you for the continued support, and I hope you continue your ad-free viewing experience. Thank you. Nothing, nothing. My God. Oh my God. There we go. You want to show me what chest it is, game? Nothing. Timing, timing, timing. You gotta love timing. That's a fire temple key. I don't think I can make it through this room. Not without hovers. Well, so far, GTG, an absolute bust. There is nothing in there so far, other than one key that I've seen. I'm not gonna lie, I don't often get seeds where GTG is completely dead. Oh my God. Like, it's very rare that that happens. So, kudos, game. Like, you've showed me something I don't see very often. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, this randomizer is going the way I imagine feet taste like. Jesus Christ. Nothing. Nothing, nothing. Skull. Nothing. Oh my god. GTG is completely dead. My god. Oh my god. Mad. I haven't seen that in a while. Even worse than the time I predicted all there was light arrows, and it was. Yeah, to be fair, that has got to be potentially the worst Gerudo's training grounds I think I've ever had in my life. Thank you for the heart, me bab. You okay? Thank you. It is a very nice hop. It's new. It's Jason. Thank you for the go popular, bab. Oh, wait, can I even do this? You might be able to do this with hookshot, but I don't think so. I don't have hovers. I don't think I can do this yet. That's lame. No, can't make it. No, I'll have to take a look after stream, bub. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm gonna have to dip a bunch of dungeons, that's not gonna be fun, because like the whole point of Triforce Hunt is that I just find Triforce pieces and, you know, start doing my bit. But right, I'm gonna have to check to see if fairies. Thank you, Bab. I'm gonna have to check a fairy fountain and just see if they're randomized. Because I don't remember if they are or not. It's this way. I genuinely don't remember if they're randomized. Another issue you run into, though, is when you do OOT Rando, is because of the different versions of OOT Rando, there's a good chance that a setting exists on one version but doesn't exist on another. So it becomes a bit of a whirlpool, like when it comes to what settings are actually there and what are not. Like, it can become very, very tedious to figure out what the differences are. Thank you for sharing the stream, Bab. They are not randomized. So that's literally just a bunch of fairies in the pool. Mad. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to finish this tomorrow because I'm not finding enough Triforce pieces. There's double the amount in the pool. I don't understand how I'm not finding... They must have placed... The randomizer must have placed them so stupidly apart that it's going to take me a while to find the rest. It's either that or I'm going to come on tomorrow and find them in 20 minutes. That's going to go one of two ways. That's probably going to happen. I'm going to come on tomorrow and beat the game in 20 minutes. So stupid. Still got a bit of time, but not much. I mean, I guess it could be worse, but still annoying. Although I could use this opportunity to get some more bomb juice if the game would be kind enough to give me some. Let's go. Yay, health. Woohoo! Oh, where am I? There we are. To finish the whole thing in less than 2 hours is pretty optimistic. Yeah, but it is Triforce Hunt. Like, to be fair, my average time for Triforce Hunt is about an hour and a half. Like, normally with Triforce Hunt, you can find them pretty quickly, but if they get scattered this far apart, it's unlikely. Seriously, Link? Nope, not even gonna bother. No point. Might as well save myself 10 seconds. Oh, seriously? Dude. Yeah, but Jade, just because you say it's not a prediction doesn't mean it actually isn't a prediction, because when you say stuff, it usually comes true. You watch, I'm gonna have to dip every dungeon to get all the Triforce pieces required. That's gonna make for a very, very, very sucky rando, I'm not gonna lie. But that must be true then. Not necessarily. Like, not necessarily. Sometimes your mystic nature seems to trump that. Right, check this. Go back, child. I'm gonna go through Lost Woods. I've got bomb chews, so I can do a bit in there now. I just need to wait for nighttime as well. Although, to be fair, I've not been to Ganon's Castle yet. So if I go there... I'm going to have to hop between child and adult for a minute, though, because I need to get a mask out as well, because I've not done that yet. I ain't blaming you, Jade. I'm just saying, a lot of the time when you say stuff, it just randomly comes true regardless. I feel like I don't get much of a choice in it. Oh, screw it. I'll do the mask ones later. I'm better going to Ganon's Castle anyway, because there's a skull here. It's probably nothing, but you never know. The skull was actually a skull. Who figured? No. To open the castle, I need all 6 medallions. But when I do Triforce Hunt, I usually set it that way, so I don't usually have to go there because it's way too late in the game. Yeah, if castle was open, I would have already gone there. Because there's quite a few checks you can get quite early in the castle with it just being open, but... Yeah, I did the pot in here. I thought I did. You did by defeating Ganon, or would you still have to find the pieces too? The whole point... I could defeat Ganon, I guess, but the whole point is for me to get the Triforce pieces. I'm not gonna lie, it's also really ironic. I just got Sunsong from a nighttime specific check. That's actually kind of amazing. Although what would be nice is if I could find an ocarina. An ocarina would actually come really in handy right now. Because there are a few songs I could play for easy... Because I've got at least one warp song. I've got Serenade. I've got Requiem and Bolero. All of them would be kind of useful right now. Would it count simply, or if you'd have to get them? I wasn't sure if you counted as a win. It'd be... I'm not gonna lie, if I get access to Ganon's castle and the ability to defeat Ganon before I find all the Triforce pieces, I'll just go defeat Ganon and call it a win. Like, I'm not being funny, but that would take the mick. Like, that would actually take the piss. I'm not gonna bother. There's more than enough schools in the pool. Technically, you need the Triforce to defeat Ganon. I mean, technically, but at the same time, you don't use the full Triforce. You only use the Triforce of Courage. Well, I can safely say I'm not going to die. I have friggin' 9 hearts and double defense, so technically we're 18. I'm good. Wow, a shadow key and a bottom of the well key in the same place. What are the odds of that? Jeez, man. It's a good job I created a numbered thumbnail just in case, but Jesus, man. I'm sorry, Andres. I don't speak any other languages other than English. I do apologize. Wow. Big pile of nothing. All right. I'm on 12. 14. I've got 14. I need 6. There's one final thing I want to do before I end stream. I want to break into bottom of the well. Because there's quite a few checks down there. If I could break in, it might yield some good checks. Maybe. So come on, guys, in the stream. How many Triforce pieces do you think we're going to find at the bottom of the well? Well, so we'll wait for Navi to reappear now. Stupid Navi. Oh, she's appeared. Never mind. Cool. Right, it's been a while since I've done this. I know, but like, I'm not stressing about it. Are we kidding? I went to save a state and the game crashed. Okay. Are we actually kidding? Okay. That's different. What the hell? Okay. Different, I suppose. What? What's going on? And it crashed again the moment it reloaded. What the what? What's going on? I'm so confused. I'm so lost. What the hell? Surprise ending? Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot to turn it back on. And it just crashed again. It's not even popping up on OBS. Why is it not popping up? Like, it loaded with no sound, and then... Okay, I'm going to try one more time. I don't even know what's going on with it anymore. Are we going to work? Why is it not appearing on OBS? What's going on? Hello? Oh, okay, now you want to appear. Okay. Oh, my save's gone. What was the point of that? Great. Okay. So first the game crashes, then I can't get back into it, and then I load it and the save's gone. Thanks, Retro Arch. For God's sake, man. Well, no, I know, but like... What the hell? Okay, fun, I guess. Not exactly what I had in mind, but alright. Right, well, I'll be back tomorrow then, I guess. I'm still unsure of what I'm actually doing tomorrow. I might play some Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. I might play some Fall Guys. I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow. If you want to see more like this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on notifications. Don't forget to join me on my socials. Those are linked down below. Don't forget you can also support the channel further by becoming a channel member from as little as 99 pence per month. If you're watching this on Twitch, don't forget to follow. I'll catch you guys in the next one.